Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Adena Springs, Bevins Motor Company, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Claiborne Farm, GLC 5500, Horse Sense, Keeneland, Lanes Inn, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, and Sallee Horse Fans, and Tailor Made Farm.
Hey everyone, I'm Kate and Bradar filling in for John Henderson on this edition of Thoroughbred Week, featuring 6 graded stakes from Woodbine, including a repeat victory in the Grade 1 Woodbine Mile for trainer Charles Lopresti. We begin with 2-year-old fillies at Woodbine in the Grade 2 Natalma Stakes. Spring Venture, the 2-1 favorite. Dan Lizelle picks up the call.
47-2 for the opening half mile, and they come over to the top of the stretch. It's a filly free-for-all as they turn for home. Shenandoah Lady, Coconut Shrimp, Sherwood, Fearless Jack on the outside, Tisrow, her white face is gaining ground. Spring Ventures in behind horses. Nancy O is looking for a seam for David Morin. Far outside, Spring in the air is coming hard. Deep stretch, Shenandoah Lady, Coconut Shrimp, Spring Venture on the outside. Spring Venture has taken the lead. Spring Venture will win the Natalma Stakes. Santa Anita, here she comes.
Spring Venture defeats her stablemate Spring in the Air by a length and 3/4 as fillies trained by Mark Cassie finish first and second. Patrick Husbands aboard the OBS Sales Graduate in 1:37-1. A 4.5 length winner of her debut over the course, Spring Venture earns an automatic berth in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies turf. The filly by Spring at Last was bred in Kentucky by Stoneway Farm and was a $320,000 OBS June 2-year-old. Spring Venture has earned $188,000 for Gary Barber and Stoneway Farm. Next, 2-year-old colts in the Grade 2 Summer Stakes. Best Play, the 5-2 favorite. Once again, here's Dan Lizelle.
They sweep into the far turn. I'm Bound to Score through a 47-3 opening half mile, leads it by a length. The B's and D's is second. Indiana Jones going comfortably in third with just under 3/8 to go. Starting to advance on the rail now is Best Play. Mercenaries put to a drive, and Solis wheels Archer Hill to the far outside at the top of the stretch. They fan out inside the quarter pole. Down to the inside, I'm Bound to Score is put to an all-out drive now. The B's and E's is set down. Far outside for Are You Kidding Me? Indiana Jones between horses. The I'm Bound to Score is running out of his skin. Final 16th of a mile. I'm Bound to Score on the inside has got it done to win the Summer Stakes.
10-1, I'm Bound to Score takes the field gate to wire to score by half a length over Are You Kidding Me? Sarah Rook, the winning jockey, in 1:37-3. Winner of the Chenery Stakes at Colonial Downs in his turf debut, I'm Bound to Score was coming off a close second-place finish in the Tyro Stakes at Monmouth Park. The colt by Even the Score was bred in Indiana by Tollgate Stables Partnership. Trained and co-owned by Troy Taylor, I'm Bound to Score has earned $226,000. There's more racing coming up, but first, here's the upcoming schedule in the Breeders' Cup Win and You're In Challenge Series. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with 3-year-old stakes action in this segment. We begin at Woodbine with the Grade 3 Ontario Derby. Steel Case, the 2-1 favorite. Once again, here's Dan Lizelle.
Just about a half mile to go now. Gung Ho, a length to Colleen Sailor. Ultimate Destiny continues out there 3 wide, just a length and a quarter off the lead. River Rush is down to the inside, fourth, and Any Given Royal. Just under 3 furlongs to go. They ran that first 6 furlongs in 14 flat. And it's Gung Ho leading these 3-year-olds to the quarter pole. Colleen Sailor gets a little niggle now from Garrett Gomez. Any Given Royal is sent wide. Steel Case in those white blinkers is wheeled to the far outside. And it's Gung Ho into the lane. River Rush will scoot up the fence, and on the outside, Any Given Royal, and Steel Case is charging hard. Any Given Royal, Steel Case on the outside. Steel Case for John Oxley and Mark Cassie to win the Ontario Derby.
Favored Steel Case rallies to defeat Any Given Royal by a length and a quarter, a 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sales Graduates. Patrick Husbands up in 1:50-2. The second graded stakes winner of the weekend for Husbands and trainer Mark Cassie. Second in the Grade 3 Matt Wynn Stakes and third in the Grade 1 Haskell Invitational, Steelcase was last seen finishing 7th in the Grade 1 Travers Stakes. The colt by Lawyer Ron was bred in Kentucky by Secret Whispers Partnership and was a $35,000 Keeneland November weanling, turned $320,000 OBS March 2-year-old. Steelcase has earned $313,000 for John Oxley. 3-year-old fillies at Arlington Park now in the Grade 3 Pucker-Up Stakes. Italian import Ainge Green, the 5-2 favorite. John Dooley has the call.
The half mile in 48 1/5 seconds as they go to the far side of the Arlington course. Soonerette leads at those long odds. Soonerette by a length to Volcat, 3 furlongs to go. Miss Cato within striking distance as they go through the turn. Rare Event's been saving ground. Leading astray is next with Julia Starr, and at the inside Zapper Bell. Followed out by Ange Green being asked to pick up. Desmarais moves up between horses. Freedom Reigns is also gaining ground, splitting rivals, then Treasured Up and Anna the Dance last as they straightened away. 3/4 went in 1:12 3. They're in the final furlong and a half. Volcat has taken the lead from Soonerette, a furlong to go. Miss Cato leading astray, both staying on. Final 16th, it's Volcat who clings on, leading astray. Miss Cato splits horses. Miss Cato, Volcat leading astray, getting up, leading astray to win it from Miss Cato.
Leading Astray by Lane's End Stallion Belong to Me gets up to take the 3-way photo by a neck over Miss Cato, who has a head on Volcat. Eduardo Perez up in 149 1. That's 4 consecutive victories over the course for Leading Astray, who was last seen taking a division of the Hatuf Stakes. The winner was bred in Illinois by her owner, Team Block. Trained by Chris Block, Leading Astray has 5 wins and 1 second in 6 starts and has earned nearly $228,000. To Belmont Park for 3-year-old turf fillies in the Grade 1 Garden City Stakes. Samatar, the 4-5 favorite. Tom Durkin has the call.
And they're off. Open Water in Ciao-Bella, Carlavi Very there, and on the far outside, Trophy Wife, and then Samatar. So into the first turn they go, and it will be Carlavi Very to be the pacemaker here, followed by the gray Ciao-Bella second, and on the inside, Open Water races third. Trophy Wife on the far outside, and in between horses is Samatar. A break of 2 back to Somali Lemonade, another 2.5 back to Tannery. So into the backstretch run, Carlavi Very in front. Julien Leperoux trying to ration out that speed. There'll be some mild pressure here from Ciao-Bella. 2 lengths behind them, it's Open Water. An Irish Classic winner, Samatar, on hold while 4th. The pace is moderate. 24 4 was the opening quarter mile. Somali Lemonade runs in 5th, followed by Trophy Wife. Tannery remains at the back of the pack, 9 lengths from Carlavi Very, who waltzes through an opening half mile over some very firm going here in a tepid 49 3. So Carlavi Very continues to dictate this easy pace. Ciao-Bella affixed to her flank. On the inside, Open Water, and then it's Samatar running along in 3rd, or rather 4th now. She's just about 3.5 lengths from the lead. And then Trophy Wife was on the outside of Somali Lemonade. And Tannery starting to uncoil her stride, and she's coming like a shot on the far outside, but is still last as the field turns for home. Carlavi Very and Ciao-Bella, they're head-to-head for the lead. Samatar's cut loose now, right up there with the lead on the outside, and here comes Samatar. And Open Water comes on through between horses, Somali Lemonade and Tannery. They're in the final furlong. Samatar and Somali Lemonade coming to her. It's Samatar digging down bravely. Somali Lemonade, Tannery on the scene late. Photo finish that appears to go to Samatar.
Samatar holds off the late charge of Somali Lemonade by a head while conceding 4 pounds to the runner-up. The winner under high weight of 122 pounds and Ramon Dominguez in 148 3. Purchased privately by Martin Schwartz prior to her victory in the Group 1 Irish 1000 Guineas in May, Samatar was making her second start for trainer Chad Brown. In her U.S. debut, she was a close 3rd in the Grade 2 Lake George Stakes. The English-bred filly is by Coolmore Ireland stallion Rock of Gibraltar. Samatar has earned nearly $856,000. Samatar paid $3.70 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. The Lane's End Stallion of the week is English Channel, whose most recent stakes winner, the Pizza Man, delivered last weekend at Arlington Park. English Channel is the #2 leading second crop sire of stakes winners this year. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a repeat winner of the Grade 1 Northern Dancer Turf Stakes coming up in this segment. We begin with the Turf Fillies and Mares at Belmont Park in the Grade 3 Noble Damsel Stakes. Deal Bada, the 3-2 favorite. Tom Durkin has the call.
23-2 was the opening quarter mile for Silver Screamer. A 6-length lead as they move for the far turn. Federation second, Naples Bay third after a half in a grueling 46 seconds flat. A break of 5 lengths back to the pair of Julie's Love and Law of the Range. And now Dealbata is being asked to pick it up, but she's still about 11 lengths from the lead with less than 3 furlongs to go to the wire. Also moving from the back of the pack, La Cloche, then Empire Dawn inside, and Kaya won. And now the field is ganging up on the leader. It's Silver Screamer off the turn. Federation right there now, second, just a length behind. Naples Bay third on the outside as Silver Screamer is still there up front. Silver Screamer a length and a half. Naples Bay whittling away at that lead as they come to the final 16th. Dealbata fourth, now third and coming. Final 100 yards here. Naples Bay comes away with the lead. Dealbata hitting her best stride late, and on the wire it is Naples Bay.
13-1 long shot Naples Bay by Ashford Stud Stallion Giants Causeway defeats favored Dealbata by a length and a half. Jose Lascano aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 1:33.4. The first stakes win for Naples Bay, who is coming off a victory in an optional claimer over the Monmouth Park turf. The 4-year-old filly was bred in Kentucky by Albert and Joyce Bell and is a half-sister to multiple Grade 1 winner and leading sire Medaglia d'Oro. Trained by Christophe Clement, Naples Bay has earned $210,000 for Edward A. Cox Jr. The filly was consigned by Catalpa Farm, Lonnie R. Owens, and Lee McMillan to the 2008 Keeneland November sale, where she was purchased by Cox for $350,000. Graded stakes winner Naples Bay, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. To Woodbine for Turf Fillies and Mares in the Grade 2 Canadian Stakes. German import Capital, the 5-2 favorite. Dan Lizelle picks up the call.
It's laughing into the far turn, just over a half mile to go. And it's laughing by a half a length, continuing to be hounded by Stars to Shine. Barefoot Lady travels well at the fence for Davy Morin in third as they come to the 3/8 pole. Smart Sting in fourth position, then All Star Heart. Capitello has 6 lengths to make up as they turn for home in the Canadian. Stars to Shine comes on at the quarter pole to take the lead. Stars to Shine. Barefoot Lady is set down on the outside by Davy Morin. Here comes Barefoot Lady. Stars to Shine braces for the challenge of Barefoot Lady, who has taken the lead. It's Barefoot Lady. All Star Heart is closing. Far outside Capitello toward the rail. Stars to Shine. Barefoot Lady and David Morin to win the Canadian.
Barefoot Lady, the winner by a length and a half over All Star Heart. David Moran aboard in 1:45.4. A Group 3 stakes winner at Newmarket last year, Barefoot Lady was making her first start in North America. The Irish-bred 4-year-old filly by Coolmore Ireland stallion Footsteps in the Sand is expected to return to Woodbine for the Grade 1 E.P. Taylor Stakes. Trained by Richard Fahey, Barefoot Lady has earned $455,000 for Mrs. H. Steele. To Kentucky Downs for the Grade 3 Kentucky Cup Turf, Rahi Strada, the 7-5 favorite. John Lees picks up the call.
Up the backstretch they go, and I Owe You Big Time now has got the race in his control. Sets the pace as he pleases under no pressure, leads at about a length. Kindergarten Kid is right there on the inside of Rahi Strada. They're still a joint second. And just behind continue Lake Drop and Tahoe Lake. He's still last, but creeping ever closer. Not a lot of change, though, with the quintet, and less than 6 furlongs to go. They head down for the far turn. I Owe You Big Time. Rahi Strada, Kindergarten Kid is now back a touch in third. Lake Drop is right there fourth within range, about 3 lengths off the lead. He wants to do more, too, and it's 2 back to Tahoe Lake, who still can see them all. They run around the far turn towards the half-mile pole. I Owe You Big Time, traveling smooth and comfortably. Now Rahi Strada comes to take him on a little bit, and is going to test him just a bit right here, but I Owe You Big Time's got something in the tank. He lets out a notch and he does pick up the pace. These two are now 2.5 lengths in front. Lake Drop is giving himself a shot. Kindergarten Kid begins to labor, and just behind is Tahoe Lake. And the 5 come for the top of the stretch now. And Jeffrey Sanchez says, go on, I Owe You Big Time. That's because Rahi Strada's right there to tackle. Tahoe Lake is coming with a big run from last. I owe you big time. Rahi Strada, these two in a showdown, giving their all. They come for the final furlong. Rahi Strada on the outside. I owe you big time. These two in a huge effort. Tahoe Lake on the outside. I owe you big time going on. Kindergarten Kid, I owe you big time. I owe you big time wins the Kentucky Turf Cup.
2-1 second choice, I owe you big time, the front-running winner by half a length over the favorite Rahi Strada. Jeffrey Sanchez aboard in 2:30 flat. Winner of the Grade 3 Stars and Stripes Stakes in July, I owe you big time was coming off a second-place finish in the American St. Ledger at Arlington Park. The 5-year-old horse by Dynaformer was bred in Illinois by his owner, Team Block. One of 2 graded stakes winners last Saturday for Team Block and trainer Chris Block, I owe you big time has earned $447,000. To Woodbine for the Grade 1 Northern Dancer Turf Stakes. The field included last year's winner Wigmore Hall, but the 3-1 favorite was Al Khali. Once again, here's Dan Lizelle.
14-4 for 3/4, and they sweep into the far turn. Celtic Conviction has led every step, and Irish Mission has shadowed him the whole way. Ojibwe Signal is third. Al Khali travels well at the rail in 4th position, 2.5 lengths off the lead. Then Scallow, Wigmore Hall's looking to drop inside, and Irish Mission has made her move, and Irish Mission comes on to take the lead at the head of the stretch, and it's Irish Mission at the quarter pole. Irish Mission has the lead, and Wigmore Hall unleashes a run on the outside. Irish Mission is empty. Wigmore Hall to the inside is Al Khali. Those two are going at it. Spencer all over Wigmore Hall. Al Khali, and here comes Forte de Magni on the outside. Wigmore Hall, a narrow lead. Al Khali to the inside. Here is the wire. Wigmore Hall has done it again. He wins the Northern Dancer.
Wigmore Hall gets up to defeat Al Khali by a neck to repeat as winner of the Northern Dancer. Jamie Spencer aboard in 2:28-1, a 1:16 brisk speed rating. Wigmore Hall had been winless in 8 starts since taking the 2011 running. The Michael Bell trainee was coming off a 7th place finish in the Grade 1 Arlington Million. The Irish-bred 5-year-old gelding is by Coolmore Ireland stallion High Chaparral. Wigmore Hall has earned $1.9 million for Mark Hawken. Now to John and Joel for the TCI Minute, your inside track to the Breeders' Cup, presented by Northern Afleet, standing at TaylorMade Farm.
This week on TCI, we're discussing 2 $1 million races for 3-year-olds. Joel, let's talk Cotillion first. We only get 4 fillies in here, but one of them's multiple Grade 1 winner, Questing.
You're right, John. It's a heck of a group for just 4 fillies. I mean, they're giving away $1 million in Philadelphia, and this race is now a Grade 1, so premier event for 3-year-old fillies, and it's a great little field. Questing heads the way, as you mentioned. She really emerged in New York over the summertime, John. Some dynamite victories. And right now, I would say she might be your favorite in that Breeders' Cup Ladies Classic division, even over Royal Delta.
Wow. All right, let's talk Pennsylvania Derby now, where we see Golden Ticket and Alpha. Joel, you know, they dead heated last time out.
Well, John, you're probably not going to get a dead heat this time, obviously, but both colts carry 124 pounds, so they're giving significant weight up to the rest of the field in here. So be interesting to see what happens here. Obviously, another $1 million race, a Grade 2, and really your last event for 3-year-old colts for the year.
All right, thank you, Joel, and thank you guys for watching. Make sure you come back next week right here on Thoroughbred Week.
Coming up, a runaway winner of the Woodbine Mile. Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. It's the Grade 1 Woodbine Mile on turf. Wise Dan, the 1-2 favorite. Here's the call by Dan Lizelle.
They're off in the Rico Woodbine Mile, and big band sound broke running and is gathered back immediately by Tyler Pizarro. Cityscape inherits the lead now. Cityscape, Hollinger, and to the far outside, Worth That is showing early speed. Big band of sound, and Hunter's Bay. Then Arctic Fern. Wise Dan has settled into stride at the hedge for Johnny Velasquez, back 2 lengths off the lead. Then a break of close to 3 to Dance and Dance, riding the river trails this field. Worth That on the outside, and to the inside, Arctic Fern. They're head-to-head as they run into the turn. The opening quarter was 23 3/5 of a second on the firm going. Wise Dan watches these 2 front runners go at it, and Cityscape is right at the flank of Wise Dan. Back to Big Ben Sound in 5th position, 3 lengths off the lead. Then Hunter's Bay, Hollinger, Dancin' riding the river. 46 4/5 for the opening half mile. Worth that. Now Wise Dan has a seam, drops to the inside, and Wise Dan comes on to challenge Worth that. Cityscape is set down on the far outside, and they're coming through the stretch here at Woodbine. Wise Dan is next to the rail. Cityscape in an all-out drive on the outside. Worth that could not stay with the front two, and it's Wise Dan under a hand ride. Now Johnny Velasquez shows him the whip. Last 16th of a mile. Wise Dan, a jaw-dropping performance to win the Rico Woodbine Mile.
Odds-on favorite Wise Dan draws off to defeat long shot Hunters Bay by 3 1/4 lengths. John Velasquez up in 134 flat. A Grade 1 winner on dirt at Churchill Downs and track record-setting stakes winner on Polytrack at Keeneland, Wise Dan adds a Grade 1 victory on turf to his resume. And he earns an automatic berth in the Breeders' Cup Mile. However, his connections also are considering running in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Trainer Charles Lopresti won this race last year with Tour Allure, who came back to finish a close second in the Breeders' Cup Mile. The 5-year-old gelding by Wiseman's Ferry was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Morton Fink. Wise Dan has won 11 of 18 starts and has banked just over $2 million. John Velasquez with the safe ride of the week, presented by Sallee Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. A big day of racing at Parks Racing with a pair of $1 million stakes for 3-year-olds, the Grade 1 Cotillion Stakes for fillies and the Grade 2 Pennsylvania Derby. We'll have those races plus the Grade 2 Gallant Bloom Handicap from Belmont Park next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson has been presented by Adena Springs, Bevins Motor Company, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Claiborne Farm, GLC 5500, Horse Sense, Keeneland, Lane's End, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, and Sallee Horse Fans in TaylorMade Farm. Online at tbredweek.com.